All right, good evening, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. My name is Madeleine Parker, and thank you for subscribing if you have subscribed, and thank you for liking if you do like it. And this evening, I'm going to do a Astro Tarot report for the sign of Cancer for February 2020. And I do like to quickly say that I like to think that my reads pertain to whatever planet you hold in that sign, whatever house it covers, your sun, your moon, but most importantly for your ascendant, as I align these notes towards the ascendant. And so for Cancer, let's look at what's going on for February in the energies. We have, at the first week of February, we have two planetary transits. We have Mercury going into Pisces, which will hit for you guys. For Cancer, I'm Cancer as well. I guess that puts... I have to do a moon thing. Hang on a minute. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out in a minute. Venus is going to Aries in the 7th of February, and then Mars is going to go into Capricorn on the 18th. So that's going to change everything up a notch for Cancer in the houses, because when February begins the month, the sun will be in Aquarius. In our 8th house, the 8th house, Mercury, again, also in Aquarius in the 8th house, but transiting very soon into the 12th house, going to the 9th house for us, Mercury in our 9th house. So possibly breaking through some fears of communicating, because we are talking about Aquarius, communicating out in the world, possibly Cancer, and then coming out with higher thinking or writing or philosophy in communication when this transit, because we are talking about Pisces, so that's a very, Mercury going into Pisces is very ethereal, spiritual, so possibly Cancer are going to be breaking through some fears about communicating in the public, about spiritualism, possibly. Venus will be going into Aries into the first, so that's going to be, so if Venus is in Aries, that puts Venus in our 10th house. So possible career commissioning with loves, coming into union for higher purposes in the 10th house, because being bold, taking bold actions in love, romance, probably very fiery, passionate at time, possibly Cancer, but possibly bringing together because of a career thing. Now we have Mars for Cancer. I said it was going to go into Capricorn, so for Cancer, it's going to put it in the 7th house. Relationships, things going forward in relationships with work-related things. It's going to be in Capricorn, so again, this kind of lines up with what's happening with Mercury. Jupiter is also in your 7th house, our 7th house, staying for a while longer, expanding relationship, close personal relationship contracts that are bringing enlightenment and guru energy or luck and finances too. Saturn in the 7th, again, career. And then if you're into Vedic astrology, Saturn is going into Capricorn right now. So that's really activating the 7th house for Cancer. Uranus in the 11th house, that's not changing. That's, again, financial. Again, that's why Cancer have to break through this fear about social media coming out, fears about coming out in public. It's very much about Uranus in the 11th house is about we're going to expand our career very much in the 11th house. So that's out in the tribe, out through social media, I guess, but I suppose that's what I'm doing. I do this because of the people that I work with. I keep sending them videos, and then I thought, well, I'll just do my own videos because I may as well, because now I know exactly what information I'm sending them. So, and it's also for other people who are interested, of course. Thank you for watching, by the way, and subscribing, if I haven't mentioned that. Okay, so Uranus in the 11th house, expanding our finances because it's in Taurus through social media. That's a really powerful spot. Double, Uranus in the 11th house is pretty supported there. So expansive through social media. So if you're Cancer, you will get financial emancipation through your tribe, putting yourself out in the tribe. Neptune In the ninth house, you are expanding your beliefs, dreamy beliefs, higher beliefs. You're probably channeling a lot right now, Cancer. You are a receptive sign. You do channel. Then we have Pluto, ooh, ouch, in the seventh. That is in Capricorn. We are clearing karma, addictive tendencies, codependency tendencies in relationships, addiction in relationships, attachment to our close personal relationships out of fear, clearing that, the karma that was created from that in our past. Now in the North Node, in the first house, we are headed towards a whole new identity. Basically, summarizing, we are breaking through fears to come out into the public to express higher consciousness, Jupiterian things, as it will expand our careers. Plus, it involves close personal relationships. That was fun. All right. All right, so let's see what will happen. And then again, with this transit into Mars, did we talk about that? Yep, we did. All right. So let's have a look and see what the cards have to say about all of that, if I am right in that little sort of intuitive rundown of what's happening for Cancer with your planets using whole sign. And so calling in Cancer highest guides and angels to be with us. I have a hard time shuffling this deck so that we may guide Cancer to their highest best destiny, highest best versions of themselves in love and life. All right. Get the deck. Alrighty, nice outcome. Wow. Ace of Cups. Relationship, close personal relationships. We do have this, that Devil card there representing, and this Death card representing Pluto, possibly that karmic clearing in that Capricorn, Pluto. Sorry, Saturn, Pluto. But we are talking about February, so we should have been moved on a little from that. But it looks like Cancer are really in a very strong place. Very transformative period for you guys. It's those planets in the 8th house. Whenever I have a sign that has planets in the 8th house, I get this card. It is a transformative period. You know, we really are clearing any last residue, addictive tendencies in relationships. You know, Cancer, you're clear now on how to break out of that mentality of attachment in relationships. That's the Sun card representing a sort of higher, a leveling up in light in spiritualism. You've leveled up. Now, if this is a third-party situation, I would say that you've transformed that concern, and in your heart of hearts, you only want the relationship that's two. You only want the right relationship that's love. You're willing, you can break free. Gosh, that's amazing. You've broken free from the karma, the third-party karma, the third party. You've broken free. Look at that. Your heart has expanded beyond caring. It's true. I can definitely agree to that. This is pulling your energies very much into harmonic, into alignment, very much balanced, been able to balance into your relationship very calmly. You're in your power, Cancer. This is a very calm energy. Even though you've got these really strong cards, but this is hitting in my divine section of the read, indicating that the transformation is on the other side. You're coming, you see we got the sun here, that's the point of coming with Scorpio learnings, is to experience the ascension afterwards. So we get the knowledge of the ascension coming. Maybe Cancer can feel that they've made a breakthrough, so they know the ascension experience is coming of their mate. They can feel it. I would kind of agree. If you're single, Cancer, if you're not and you're in a relationship, Cancer, I would say this could be a business relationship, or perhaps co-missioning with your mate, with your true divine partner. If you're not in divine partnership and you're in a relationship that isn't your true fate, maybe it will be the termination of that, so that you may be in alignment to your true fate, or your partner is. But you're going to know that this is happening, and that the weight you're okay to kind of wait. You're in your power around it. You've developed patience. Now let's look at some of these darker cards down here. We've got the Page of Pentacles, possibly a project coming in. Remember we talked about that. It would be possibly relationships through if Mars, that Mars in the 7th and transiting into the 7th house in Capricorn. So wow, yeah. So that's very much a possibility for a financial start with this. So if you're already in a relationship, it's possible you know of a divinely supported project. You know this is divinely intended. Let's look at this energy here. You're going to know Cancer are not going to put up with the running energy. And most Cancers tend to be more of the chasers in a situation in romance. And the water signs in general tend to be the more sensitive, the more giving, the ones that intuitively know the true nature of the relationship. At the beginning, I mean, I think both divine partners know, but Cancer have a very strong mental cognizance of it, connectiveness about it. And so this is an energy that Cancer aren't putting up with. King of Swords, energy throwing out of alignment, rapid movement, but also it can indicate travel. But decisions have been made, so things can go forward. There's clarity about the situation being broken free from a third party situation. Now, if you're working, and because I know Cancers that are in relationships, it's very possible a career, financial funding, or a business partner can come in, and that's Scorpio again. It's other people's money. It's the 8th house. We had both those planets at the beginning of the month in the 8th house, the Sun and Mercury. So possible other people's money coming in, creating freedom in your life, a breakthrough. But the total outcome is the ability to start something, a relationship involving a relationship that is that it really is something that you truly desire and love. Now, these cards I was going to talk about. This is just indicating, I think, that, I don't know, this is kind of a curious one for me. Out of alignment. Maybe Cancer, we do have this moon here. There's the moon. I'm doing this on the full moon. It's possible Cancers don't see what could be is that if you are sad because the relationship comes in and it seems to only be about finances and it doesn't seem to involve love, just be in your power about it. Don't be sad about it. It is love. It will turn into the divine. It is divinely fated. So I think Cancer are going to be good about not taking this personally, because really the outcome indicates that you are fully arrived in your power. You've balanced out of these fears, really. So you're not really going to block the energy with your sadness anymore, is what I think this must be saying. But also, if you can't see the romantic side of it, try not to let that bring you down. If this is a divine partnership, you want to really use this experience to show how much in your power you are. Good for you, Cancer. We are in our power now. I believe that. Cancer have really done a lot of work. All the Cancers I know have gone through a lot of spiritual growth. A lot of people have. A lot of people I know have. But I'm closer to Cancer, I guess. My son is Cancer ascendant, that's why. All right. Surrender to the divine full moon. So let's read that. Let me see if I can find that. Surrender to the divine full moon. Hope that's not hard to find. There it is. This says, the very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. Boom, ba boom. There may be some kind of change and possible even some sort of emotional explosion. Okay. Tune into your emotions now to see what they are telling you. They're very likely close to the surface no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters when, oh, they're very likely close to the surface no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude and you will find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. All right, Cancer? That was an interesting read. Thank you for watching. Namaste.